Hi guys! I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving with your family and friends, if you were celebrating, of course. And now the holiday season has started, and I think you can never be early with the preparations, so you can start looking for recipes already. We have some time to go until Christmas and New Year, but it's good to be prepared. When it comes to Christmas holidays or the winter holidays, mandarins are what says to me Christmas and New Year. So when they start appearing in the shops, I get really excited, and to me the smell when you peel a mandarin is what says Christmas and New Year. So today I'm gonna start my holiday recipes with a recipe that includes the mandarins, and we are going to make a fun mandarin champagne jello with some whipped cream. You will need 2 mandarin oranges for each portion, so I'm making 2, and that's why I have 4 in here. So I want to first start by peeling them and also removing the skin from each of the mandarin piece. I will show you how to do that. So I want to remove one. I don't know how it's called, a slice, or how it's called in English, but you just want to carefully open it up with a knife and then peel off the skin. You could leave the skin on, but I think it looks better and more colorful, and also it's nicer to eat when you don't have the skins on. So just carefully peel it off so that you don't break the shape. And then you have a beautiful piece. And once you have the mandarin slices, you want to add them into a glass serving bowl. And then from the other 2 mandarins, we are going to use the juice. So you just want to juice them. Then, because I want the liquid to be clear, I'm gonna strain the juice so that any of the pulp will stay in the sieve. Then in a small bowl I'm gonna add in the gelatin, and I'm also adding in 6 tablespoons of cold water to the gelatin. And then we just need to leave it aside for 5 minutes so that it starts, I think it's called blooming, so that it kind of becomes soft and reacts with the water. And then after 5 minutes the gelatin should look like this. So it's bloomed. Not sure if that's how it's called, but it's all puffed up and it's absorbed that water. And now we can proceed with making the liquid for the dessert. So I have the juice here, and I'm just gonna fill the jug up with the champagne. And because I will need 2, I'm just gonna add this into my saucepan. Then I've measured the rest and adding that in, and I'm also adding in a little sugar. And then you want to heat it until it becomes warm before you add in the gelatin. You want to heat the mix on medium heat, so you don't want to boil it, but rather you want to melt the sugar and just warm it up so that the gelatin will melt into the mix when you're adding it in. So just wait until the sugar has melted and then you can remove it from heat. So now the sugar has melted and I'm gonna remove it from heat. So I've removed my champagne mix from heat and now I'm gonna just add in the gelatin. Just add it in and mix until it's all dissolved. Now I'm gonna mix it just for a little bit longer, just to make sure it's all well dissolved. Then I'm gonna give it a little time to just cool a little, and then I'm gonna add it into my serving glasses. And then once it's just slightly cooled, you want to pour it into the serving glasses. And then what you want is for the desserts to come to room temperature so that they feel cool to touch, and then you want to store them in the fridge until the gelatin sets. I made the champagne mandarin jellos yesterday. You can see the fruit in the jello and you can see it's nicely set. Now we are going to make the cream topping. For that you will need a little bit of sugar, about a teaspoon of vanilla and the cream. And then you just want to whisk it until stiff peaks. Then you want to transfer the cream into a piping bag with a nozzle of your choice and pipe the cream on top of the jello. And then if you want, you can decorate with a little bit of sprinkles just to make it look more festive. I hope you enjoyed that. It's really easy to make. The only thing that takes a little bit of time is peeling the skin off the little bits of mandarin, so the slices. But apart from that, it's really simple and quick to make, and I think it's a really beautiful dessert, and it fits perfectly both for Christmas and New Year. This was one of the recipes that came to me just before I went to sleep. So I had just bought the first mandarins and I was wondering what could I make with them. I really wanted to make a dessert that would actually show the beautiful fruits, so the inside, not just have the fruit somewhere incorporated. And so I thought, why not make this kind of champagne jello and include the mandarins there. And I really loved how it turned out. It was really yummy. Actually, surprisingly, I wasn't really expecting anything. I didn't know how it's gonna taste, but I really loved it. The jello, the taste of the mandarins in the jello and the champagne with the cream is a beautiful combination. So it's kind of that tingly champagne flavor with a little sour from the fruit, and with that sweet cream. It's just a beautiful combination. So if you're thinking for ideas for the holidays, then I think this is a great dessert that you can make. It can be one of the desserts, but because it's so light, I think it's a great option for your dessert table, because you want to have some cakes there, some cookies, a different kind of things, and then you want to have something light. So this is something really light and fruity, and it's so yummy. If you enjoyed this video, then you know what to do. Don't forget that thumbs up, so I also know that you liked it. How would I know otherwise? And if you're new to my channel, then you can subscribe over here, and if you tap the bell, you won't miss any of the new videos. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye until next time.